Oh, that was amazing. Thank you very much.
No, I hope it was okay.
Oh, it was amazing.
No, I love the day in the life, the meals.
Yeah.
I think that's like women are always asking me for
What
like
can I eat?
what recipes or what. It's not about a recipe. It's about a bag of salad, a can of sardines, and you put one on the other. You know, like you don't need something like that has like chia seeds are great. You know what I'm saying? But like even if you didn't have chia seeds in your water, drink your water.
Exactly.
You know, like it's
just
very
hydrate
simple.
yourself. Yeah, one thing that some people is like my lunch is like most of like during my week, like at least twice a week, my lunch is on the go, and I just take an avocado and a tin of sardines, and I say I'll just deal with that later.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
just
Throw it in
whenever
your
I go,
bag.
like a co-working space or whatever, I just open the avocado and I just pour the sardines, and those sardines I buy them with extra virgin olive oil, so I just
like a little,
put a little bit of that there, a little bit of salt. And that's lunch.
Bada bing.
My
And, like,
breakfast this morning was cottage cheese, sauerkraut, and smoked salmon. I'm like, some people are thinking, it's going to take so long. If I put in toast, it's quick. I'm like, well, how long does it take just to open a packet?
Yes, like you said, open the Greek yogurt tub.
That's it.
I got breakfast.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
It's like people really complicate. I have people like when you see these TikTok videos with all these recipes, and do this and that. It's like, who has time to do that for breakfast?
Me. Yeah, like I love a protein pancake. Who's making it for me?
I know those beautiful smoothie bowls.
Yeah, smoothie bowl. Exactly. It's beautiful.
We were just talking
I don't think I've ever eaten one.
Like you were talking about, you need to create a reel for your breakfast, and it's like I don't have the time.
Yeah, I'll tell you what my breakfast is. This is every day. Okay, so my husband and I, and my helper, to be fair, it's a minced beef.
Yeah.
With scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
We make enough for us and the two kids.
That's it.
And then we all have, we each have, I should say, a protein tortilla, and we split one for the kids.
Yeah.
And that is literally our breakfast every day. So we just have this thing of meat and egg, and we all scoop the required amounts, wrap it up, and eat it. But yeah, one of our sponsors is the Meat Club, and they've asked me to make a reel of that. Yeah. And I was like, it's so unglamorous. It's like this mass of brown, right? Because there's meat and egg. Yeah. And then, like I said, I'm pumping at the table. My kids are half dressed. I was like, this is not as fancy as you perceive it to be. Yeah. But when you look at it by the numbers, great deal of protein, perfect. Again, we get a little bit of.
You see all these beautiful reels on Instagram and TikTok. It's like, how do they manage to do that? I was doing this. You will see it when it comes up on. Because there a recipe is coming on my Instagram, but. It was this protein bar, the protein bar that my husband ate. Sorry. I
knew it was too long. I was like, there's no way she's going to have any left by next week.
It's not crazy. Yeah. Anyway, so when you see it on Instagram, it's like you see them.
It's so beautiful.
It's so easy.
Me, I was like with a piece of paper,
mashing it
down.
down.
Not recording all of this. It's like, no, I'm just going to pay glimpse. You will notice.
Yes.
If you pay attention, you'll see how it's like, because it's really hard and it's not glamorous at all.
No, it's not.
So this light here is mine, and this is what I use for my recipe reels. And since I've moved house, I have not found my setup. And I moved in August last year, and I still haven't got around to doing proper recipes. And the Meat Club have been asking me, can you put something together? And I feel like my engagement is dropping, but I'm just like, I just can't get into the rhythm of it, and I need to do it. And
that's all of our jobs, by the way. That's all of our jobs. So for your average mom, your average person, they sure as hell don't have time to do that.
Yeah, no.
And if they think they have to, then they will definitely fail.
Oh, yeah, they will not do
if
it.
they think the only way to do this is to chop up 10 vegetables and make no one's going to be doing it.
Which is why I've been trying to do
and
those
they feel like failures.
Yeah, cottage cheese stuff. I'm like, just open some cottage cheese, chuck in
cottage
some
cheese,
smoked salmon. If you want to fry an egg, chuck in some egg. That is my new favourite thing, especially the one with the chives and onion.
Chives and onion.
Yeah. So good.
I will cut up an entire cucumber and just keep scooping it out.
The one that I really enjoy doing is simple lunch, just when you scramble eggs with some spinach or whatever, and then put the tortilla on top of the pan.
Easy
and then
peasy.
just
that's it,
right? Yeah,
it's 3 ingredients.
I know.
It's eggs, spinach, tortilla, and whatever spices.
That's
right?
my
But it's
quick lunch when I'm like, I don't fancy a salad. I don't fancy
That's
super
easy,
quick.
Done. Yeah. For me, because I am doing the recipes, I do tend to put lots of different spices in, but what people don't realise is I just put it all into the blender. I'm not standing there with a pestle and mortar, going through it.
No.
It's literally chucked into
Picking
my Ninja.
your peppercorns from the tree. Come on,
You'll
right?
see me
But
with
that's
my
what people think
basket.
nutritionists are doing behind the
Yeah.
scenes, and we are not.
No.
Least of all us, I feel.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when you're making a recipe reel, yours are beautiful, but like it's like, come on, that's not every meal of every day. It is not.
No, absolutely not.
It is not. Yeah, that's why I always say move away from the recipes. Just think about combinations.
Absolutely, yeah. It's
Doesn't have to be
about what
recipe.
kind of exactly like I do a lot of like one pot. Like in Spain, we eat a lot of stews.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
right,
Like
right.
there's the bean stews.
Yeah.
So for dinner, I make a lot of like just chickpea stew with lots of vegetables. You know, like, and just put
Just
everything
chuck it
in
all
there
in.
and chuck it all in.
Yeah.
A lentil soup
Yeah.
or chickpea soup, because that's what in Spain until very recently, like when I grew up, lunches in Spain, and that's what the Mediterranean diet really was.
Yeah.
It's like you would go home and there would be like like a pot in the kitchen that has been cooking for hours that is just either chickpeas with whatever, with meat or with fish or with vegetables. And it was either cannellini one day, chickpeas another, lentils another, fava another. Every single
day to
day
convene.
it was a stew for lunch.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Every
And you're
day.
describing Turkish food. You're describing Persian food.
Yeah.
Like
Indian
you're
is
describing
very similar to Indian as well.
Big
Yeah,
pot. Like
that-
all my Persian girlfriend growing up, like it's like
Yeah.
you know there'd just be a pot in her house,
That was
and
lunch.
whatever meat and beans and veg were in there, and that's what we ate.
Yeah.
And it's like that's so
lunch.
common.
That was
Why
lunch every
overcomplicate
day.
it?
Yeah, and I remember walking back from school with my friends like, oh, you're having lentils. Oh, you're having chickpeas.
Yeah, you're like, whose house do I want to go to today?
Everybody was having the same meals.
Yeah.
Just simple meals.
Yeah.
But
And to be fair, traditional Chinese cooking is actually a lot like that as well.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's like some variation of meat, veg, egg.
yeah.
But the thing is, like, I love Indian food now, but growing up, I didn't like it. So if my mum was making something Indian, I'd be like, I don't know, I just want their turkey twizzlers or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what they are,
Nope,
but they were
that literally
highly
sounds made up.
processed. Yeah, it was.
Turkey Twizzlers.
I wanted that with microchips or whatever it was, which
Yeah.
again were like fries you put in the microwave.
Oh, God.
And now I just think back.
Microchip, this is amazing. I love the UK with all your
Now
names.
I'm just like, fucking hell. My mum used to make amazing stuff and I would like turn my nose up at it. And, like, I didn't
you
want to eat
didn't
it.
really appreciate it
Yeah.
the same.
Not
another
again.
stew.
Yeah.
another stew.
Yeah.
You know what was our comfort food when we came back from like going when we were on like going out like partying when we were teenagers back home? You know what was our comfort food? Was boiled potatoes with collard greens.
Wow.
Whoa.
Can you believe that?
I mean,
My
that's like
mom would
working class food. You know, that's like...
my mom will just cook that in the pressure cooker.
Oh, yeah.
And she will leave it on the stove for us, and we'll just open it and we'll just get the potato,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
mash it with the collard greens,
Wow.
and then we'll put like can of tuna.
Okay, I'm like literally starving now
And
because
it's
that sounds so good to
and
me.
it was like the most delicious food. But it was super healthy.
simple.
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
like,
that
I'm
And
really
it's
living
better
sounds
than
good
what
to
we would
me.
have. We would be
Food.
having kebabs.
Yeah.
Or
In America, yeah, we'd be having Pizza Hut or whatever drive-through.
Yeah, that's what we had.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
That really, like, I'm gonna make a potato with some greens and
Yeah,
it's
sounds
like
chew it later. That
potato.
sounds so
Yeah.
freaking
you
good.
know, sometimes what I make is just for dinner. It's
Yeah.
just the jacket potato,
yeah,
and I just cook a lot of like saute tons and tons of greens,
Yes.
like either spinach or kale or collard greens, whatever, and I just put it on top, and then a poached egg
Oh, girl,
or tuna.
you are
Do
speaking
you know
our
what?
language.
I've not
And just
had
a
a
little bit
jacket
of butter.
potato in so long.
It's so good. Try it.
Actually, I did say to my husband, this was actually a few months ago, and I haven't done it, but I did say I'm craving a jacket potato. But in the UK, the way we used to eat it, I don't know if
I
either
know
of you
with
had.
with beans, of course.
beans and cheese. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
no, but
On a
just
potato?
try it.
Jacket potato.
Oh, yeah.
And when you say beans, you mean baked beans.
Baked
Yeah, baked
beans.
beans.
Cheese. Sorry.
Oh yeah, baked beans and tons of grated cheese. I know.
And butter.
Baked
But
beans,
try
man.
it.
Why British
But-
people got that love?
I know, we do, but again, because of the Indian influence, I don't like open the tin, of
yeah,
baked
Heinz
beans.
beans or whatever, right?
We use Heinz beans,
Oh, yeah.
but my mum
No, it's still Heinz beans,
still,
guys.
it's still Heinz beans. Although now I make my own, so I will actually buy beans separately and
Yeah.
make my own. But I have to have onion, garlic, chilies.
Yeah.
I have to put all the spices in there.
Yeah.
That's my Indian that's coming out.
Try with the with lots of greens.
Yes.
They just saute with you.
And the
just
egg.
and the egg or the tuna or both. Really, you will see how amazing. You just put it right on top and just break it and eat it all together. It's amazing.
That's going to be after lunch for me, though.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what's that saying, Paul? Singaporean Chinese, or maybe Chinese in general, about like eat potato? Like,
这简单.
there you
What
go.
does that mean?
It's like you're a white person. Like
Yeah.
it's
a
like
white person.
like Asians are not sitting down to a
Yeah.
jacket potato.
Yeah,
and I say that
yeah.
with love. But yeah, that's a white person meal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, thank you so much for
having
coming
me.
and having this
It
chat
was
with
lovely.
us.
Yeah, meeting you in person finally.
Yeah.